Chapter 618, Adventures Across the Stars. Part 1, A Jovian Reunion. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. It starts with me, Janine, Megan, Samus and Lincoln in the training yard. We were firing lightning and lasers at targets that looked like all of Samus' greatest enemies. I fired a lightning blast at a dummy that looked like the dragon space pirate Ridley. Ridley has haunted Samus all her life because when she was a child, Ridley killed her parents on Earth Colony K2L. The Ridley statue exploded and Samus fired a hyper beam blast at Dark Samus and a statue that looked like Silas. Megan fired a space blast at some statues of space pirates and the Lord of Brinstar, Kraid. Janine fired a blast of lightning at a Dark Samus statue and destroyed it. Janine, that's what you get for killing my mother. Janine then had thoughts about her mother and she broke down crying. Janine, crying, mother. Me, oh Janine. I comfort her. Lincoln, Samus, I can't believe that the Fazan crisis killed Gondreda. She did not deserve to have this happen to her. Samus, I know Lincoln. But it was because of the Fazan that this had to happen to her. Me, maybe we can save her. Let's head to the simulator. Come on. We did so. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. In the simulator we got ready. Samus typed in the scenario and the world. Samus, you know what to do, right Janine? Janine, I do, Mom. And if I bring my real mother back, just remember that you are the best second mother I can ever have. Samus had a tear of joy run down her face and they hugged. Samus, thank you, sweetheart. Janine and Megan got ready. Megan was in her Dark Samus suit. The simulator activated and Janine and Megan found themselves on the home world of the Metroid space pirates, Trigus. It was a terrible place and it was a city planet and always raining acid rain and the pollution was absolutely terrible. Janine, so this is the space pirate home world. Megan, it sure looks dangerous. Janine, no kidding. Mom told me all about how she came here and fought my real mother. Megan, I know. It was awful. They went around the cities of the planet and they got to a courtyard and they saw Gondreda. Gondreda was a pink-purple Jovian alien and her powers included lightning powers and shape-shifting. Janine, Gondreda. Gondreda, how nice of you to know who I am. Megan, she's Gondreda. She doesn't look like the kind of person that would cause any kind of trouble. Janine, don't forget Megan that this is the Fazan crisis we're dealing with. Fazan is extremely dangerous stuff and it will stop at nothing to destroy the entire universe. Megan, I never knew it was that dangerous. Gondreda, kind of ironic that someone wearing the Dark Samus suit will die in Aaron's place. Janine, Gondreda, listen. My name is Janine Gondreda Aaron and I am your daughter. Gondreda gasped. Janine, I know this is hard to believe but you are my mother. During this time in the Fazan crisis, I was made an orphan when Dark Samus killed you. Samus is my adoptive mother and she looked after me like a great mother would. Dark Samus ruined my life and I never would have gotten great friends if it weren't for her. Gondreda, so you are my offspring? Janine, yes. Gondreda then groaned and clutched her head in pain as she was trying to regain control of her body. Megan, what's wrong with her? Janine, it's Dark Samus. The corruption of the Fazan allowed Dark Samus to enslave her mind and she is controlling her. I can stop this with my magic. I know a powerful Jovia 12 spell that just might work. Janine then chanted an incantation in an alien language and it caused Gondreda to glow in a neon pink aura and it caused the Fazan enhancement device on her to explode and be destroyed. A black ghostly entity came out of Gondreda. Gondreda was unconscious and Megan got her to a safe distance and Janine confronted Dark Samus. But what she saw next was absolutely horrifying. It was an evil and malevolent version of Samus without her battlesuit. She had glowing aqua blue hair, 3 glowing yellow eyes, her face was transparent and looked like a skull and clawed hands and feet and a dark blue and aqua blue zero suit with red lines on it. Janine, so you are Dark Samus. I will never forgive you for everything you've done to me and my moms. You will pay for everything you've done to my family. Janine thought about all her friends and all the support that we have given her over the course of 2 years and everything that we have done for her along with all the love and support she has received. Suddenly she glowed in a neon pink aura and she had a massive increase in power and her lightning intensified to incredible levels. She sprouted neon pink angel wings and her power levels were increasing at an astronomical rate. When the power increase was finished, Janine was forever changed. She was now a super angel and she had a neon pink super scion-like aura and purple lightning flashed and struck around her at an incredible rate. Megan, wow. Janine, look at you. Janine, it's the support and love of my friends and my family. Now to destroy this dark demon once and for all. Janine fired an enormous blast of lightning at Dark Samus and electrocuted her. Dark Samus got up and went at her and Janine dodged all of her strikes and fired another blast of lightning and kicked her in the face and fired more lightning and electrocuted her. Megan, let's finish her with our combo. Janine. Janine, you got it. Megan. Megan fired a blast of Phazon energy and Janine fired a huge blast of lightning. Megan and Janine. Phazon lightning destroyer. The blasts combined and turned into a deadly Phazon lightning ray and went all the way through Dark Samus and she was in a lot of pain as her energy levels were increasing and she suddenly exploded all over the place as blue sparkling dust. Nicole sealed Dark Samus into the Book of Vile Darkness. Janine, burn in hell, Dark Samus. Megan, you said it. Gondreda woke up and she had a tremendous headache. If bioforms can even get headaches. Gondreda, what happened? Janine walked up to her and held her hand out and Gondreda took it. She got up and they exited the simulator. When they did, we told Gondreda everything that had happened and it was shocking to her. Gondreda was eternally grateful to Samus for watching out for Janine and glad that Dark Samus was gone for good. But as a result, the death of Dark Samus also triggered a chain reaction that caused the planet Fuzz to explode. Planet Fuzz, the source of all Phazon and the darkness of all life in the entirety of the universe, has been destroyed. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Part 2, relaxing in the park. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. In the park we were relaxing and watching the clouds. We were in our special spot in our tranquil meadow. Me, nothing like a bit of relaxing after a long day of kicking bad guys' butts. Rachel, boy you said it. JD. Lincoln, yet. Lola, hey look at that cloud. Lola saw a cloud that looked like a castle. Lola, that cloud looks like a castle. Lainey, it sure does. I see a cloud that looks like a bird. Lisa, I see a cloud that looks like a DNA helix. Me, those are some interesting shapes for clouds. Zoe, there sure are. It's hard to imagine that they can come in all kinds of shapes and sizes. Hercules, no kidding. Lori, it's all literally amazing. Luna, you said it. Brew. It was relaxing. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Part 3, a horrifying nightmare. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. In the early morning hours we were resting. At 1:30 a.m. Lincoln was tossing and turning in his bed and sweat was running down his face. Then he let out a blood-curdling scream. Lincoln screams in fear. Lincoln was panting and sweating hard and we came down and we had a look of concern for him. Me, Lincoln. Are you all right? I sat on his bed and he was shaking in extreme fear. Me, that must have been a horrible dream. He hugged me and he was crying. All of Lincoln's family came in. Me, it's okay Lincoln. Lori, what happened? JD. Me, Lincoln must have had a horrible nightmare. To Lincoln, it's all right Lincoln. Calm down. Calm down. Lincoln calmed down. Me, now can you tell us what your dream was about? Lincoln, sniffles, I can try. Lincoln told us about his nightmare. It started with him waking up in some kind of crazy dimension where the whole place was changing all over the place in a horrific manner, and all of his family was naked and sinking in quicksand, and Lincoln was too scared to do anything about it, and the whole dimension was changing shape and showing all kinds of horrible shapes and terrain. Me, geez. Lincoln, that was an extremely horrible nightmare. Lenny, totes. Luna, dude. That is a horrible nightmare. Luan, I would never dream of something like that on my worst enemies. Natalie took out her sketchpad and colored pencils and drew a picture of the dream, and when she was finished we saw the horrific nightmare. Natalie, is this what you saw? Lincoln, that's the nightmare I had. Me, geez. That is an awful nightmare. Lainey, man, that is terrifying. Lori, that is literally an awful nightmare. Me, no kidding. How long have you been having nightmares like this? Lincoln, 5 days. We found out from Lincoln that he was sneaking some of his dad's leftover pies before bed, and it's been going on for that long. Lynn Sr., oh son, I know everyone likes my leftovers, but you can't sneak food before bed. Rita, that's right sweetie. I know you all like Lynn's food, but you can't sneak food before bed. You'll have really bad nightmares. Me, trust me Lincoln. It happens to most of us. It's not pleasant. I had to learn that the hard way. Lisa, that's correct elder brother. Consuming food before slumber causes your neurological activity to rise, and it causes your brainstem to cause horrific episodes of fear while you sleep. Street name, nightmares. Me, that's right. Lincoln, I didn't know that this can happen like that. Me, yet it's awful man. Lainey, it's not pretty. Lucy, I may enjoy the darkness and I enjoy having nightmares all the time. Me, your sense of darkness always amazes us Lucy. Let's get back to bed. Lincoln, sorry I woke you up from your beauty sleep Lola. Lola, it's okay Linky. We went back to sleep. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. 7 a.m. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. We were having breakfast and we saw Lincoln shaking in fear and his eyes were baggy. He didn't sleep at all the rest of the night. The nightmare he had was so bad that he didn't sleep at all. Me, oh Lincoln, I'm sorry you had that nightmare. Lainey, it really scared him bad. Very, no kidding. Lana, that nightmare must have been a really bad one. Lola, sure we saw it but yet. Lily, oh Lincoln. Me, Lincoln, it's not real. I know you're scared. But it's not real. Lincoln, fearful, I know JD. BBB, but it was so scary. Crying. Lily and Paige pat his back and so did Lucy and Lainey. Me, he was traumatized because of it. Clyde might be able to help. I go to Lincoln's room and pull out his walkie-talkie. Me, come in Clyde. Are you there? Over. Clyde here JD. Over. Me, we need your help Clyde. Lincoln has had a horrific nightmare. He woke up at 1:30 in the morning and he didn't go back to sleep after he told us about it. Over. Clyde, say no more. I'll be right there. Over and out. Clyde created a portal and he appeared. Me, those time powers are amazing. We went down to the living room and Clyde was looking Lincoln over. Clyde, I've seen this before. Snuck food before bed. Me, we know that Clyde. Natalie, this is what he saw Clyde. Natalie showed him the picture of the dream she drew and he was horrified. Clyde, whoa. That must have been a really scary nightmare. Me, it was Clyde. Clyde told Lincoln to calm down and think of happy thoughts and stuff like that and it worked. But Lincoln was so tired that he couldn't stay awake. We gave Lincoln the day off. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Part 4. Trouble in Pork Belly. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. In the estate, Janine and Gondreda were watching TV. Suddenly the floor became molten hot lava. Gondreda, what they? Lana, Lola, Dad, JD, watch out. The floor is lava. Me, Lola, Lana and Lynn Sr. were jumping across the furniture without touching the floor. Me, lands on coffee table. This is so awesome. Gondreda, how come everything is not burning? Janine, oh, it's because Lisa built holographic projectors all over the house for games like this. Gondreda, oh wow. That is so neat. Me, it sure is. I jumped to a chair and so did Lola and Lana, and we landed and Lynn Sr. jumped and he fell, and the holographic projectors made it look like he fell into the lava with a huge splash, and I grabbed his hand and pulled him up. Then the alarm went off. Me, uh-oh. We went to the computer and we saw that there was trouble in the town of Pork Belly, California. Me, Pork Belly? That's a stupid name for a town. Nico, it sure is. Me, but it's also a dump. Let's see. We looked up what was happening and we saw that all of Pork Belly was under siege by strange robot toys and the whole town was in the grip of fear. Me, what kind of robot toys are these? An image of a logo on the robot appeared. Me, freeze image. The computer did. Me, magnify image and enhance. The computer did so and the image was a logo of Wacko Toys. Me, Wacko Toys? Gasp, I know Wacko Toys. Wacko is a prominent toy maker. But he hates all kids and he wants nothing more than to make sure that all kids never have any fun. Lola, the kids next door are gonna love dealing with this guy. Me, and us as well. According to this, he was busted several times and thrown in jail by Pork Belly resident kid hero Johnny Test. I pull up his picture and he was a blonde hair kid with red highlights in his hair and it looked like his hair was fiery. Me, he loves video games but he hates his school. His mom Lila is a super busy businesswoman and is constantly busy all the time, and his dad Hugh is a neat freak and insanely overprotective. He's so overprotective that it would drive you crazy. Not only that, but his cooking is terrible. He makes meatloaf that smells and tastes like bat guano. Everyone, ew. Lana, cool. Me, I'm sure only you would like it, Lana. You would love Johnny's twin sisters Susan and Mary, Lisa. Lisa, why is that second elder brother? Me, because like you they are genius level scientists and they go to college at 13 years old. But trouble is they have invented all kinds of crazy inventions that nearly destroyed all of Pork Belly and sometimes destroyed the world. But they always correct their problems when they got out of hand. Lisa, that is indeed most impressive. Me, it sure is. Plus not only that, but they have a Mondo crush on their next door neighbor. A kid about Lori's age named Gil. But a lot of times all their inventions practically blew up in their faces, which caused a lot of damage to their house. They primarily use their brother Johnny as a lab rat. And the coolest part, you would like Lana. Lana, what's that? Me, their pet dog Duke can talk. He was given human DNA that enabled him to talk like a human and act like one despite being a dog. Lana, that is cool. Lisa, that is indeed scientifically interesting and impressive. Me, it sure is. But we're not just gonna get the job done by sitting here. Let's go. We set out to Pork Belly, California. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Pork Belly, California. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. We arrived and fired energy lasers at the robots and blew them apart and reduced them to scrap. Jazz, TF, those robots gave us a really bad name. Me, you're telling me Jazz. Lori J, yet. Me, let's see. We saw the test house. Me, there's the test house. Let's go. We went to the front door and I knocked on the door. Johnny answered it. He saw us and recognized us. Johnny, oh wow. The famous Team Loud Phoenix Storm. You guys are my heroes. Me, it's a pleasure to meet you, Johnny Test. Johnny, how did you know my name? Me, you would be amazed at what we know. May we come in? We saw that Wacko and his insane toys are at it again. Johnny, yeah, we know that. We went in. We were talking to Johnny about all that he has done and all that he has done for Pork Belly. Me? Wow. You have had quite a lot of adventures. Johnny, I sure have. I also have a huge rivalry with a girl in my school. Her name is Sissy Blakely. Me? Have you ever thought that maybe she's competing with you because she likes you? Johnny, thought never really came to me. But you? Hugh Test. Oh, come on. Just because I'm overprotective doesn't mean I'm a bad father. If I was a bad father, I would physically hit Johnny. Lee, Mr. Test, I know you are doing your best as a loving father, but you have to realize that your children are old enough to do things on their own. They have saved Pork Belly as many times as we have saved the planet and the universe. You have to know that you aren't gonna be around forever and your kids can take care of themselves. Hugh Test. Sighs. You're right, Lee. I've been letting my parenting skills consume me that it drove me crazy. I need to take a break every now and then. Lana was eating Hugh Test's meatloaf. Lana, hey Mr. Test, your meatloaf is delicious. Hugh Test, thanks Lana. It's a family recipe. Johnny, how can you like Dad's meatloaf? It tastes like bad guano. Me, you. No kidding. Lana, it's not so bad guys. Lola, Lana may like gross stuff but she is a great handyman and likes playing in the mud. But she is a great sister. Lana, thanks lols. Johnny, by the way I saw your races on TV and they were awesome. Me, thanks JT. Johnny, JT. Me, sorry Johnny. I have this habit of calling people by their initials as their nicknames. Johnny, oh. JT. I like the sound of that. Me, cool. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. In Susan and Mary's lab, Nicole and Lisa was touring their lab. Lisa, your laboratory is quite an impressive facility. Susan and Mary. Susan, thanks Lisa. We do a lot of amazing work in here for further benefiting all of humanity. Lisa, you two and I are indeed 100% similar. Nicole, if I may ask Susan, why do some of your inventions backfire all the time? Susan, oh it's because we always forget to add the right components to our inventions. Mary T, so they always either explode on us or something is wrong with it that made it go haywire. Nicole, that doesn't sound like a good thing. Lisa, perhaps we might be able to help you out with that. Nicole, can you show us one of your inventions that didn't last more than a couple of seconds? Susan, certainly. They went to a tank and out came a snake made entirely out of pure water. Susan, this is the molecular non-explosive and non-electrically charged mighty shower snake. Nicole, very interesting. It's a snake made of pure water. Mary, that's right. We tried to use this on Johnny when he didn't take a bath for 5 weeks. Nicole, that is disgusting. Lisa, indeed. It's a sign of bacterial and infectious diseases waiting to happen. Then the snake started acting crazy and Nicole analyzed it and saw that its molecular structure was unstable. She used her powers to fix it. Nicole, done. Lisa, I think I might know what went wrong with your invention. You forgot to add the molecular cubic mass of the water molecules with the genetic structure of the reptile you were trying to make it into. Plus you forgot to splice the water molecules with the atomic DNA structure of the snake DNA. Susan and Mary, wow. How could we miss that? Nicole, science is a cruel mistress. Then an unexpected surprise from one of the richest and most powerful kids on the planet who likes to dazzle himself in everything sparkly and shiny, and one of Johnny Test's most notorious enemies, Eugene Hamilton aka Bling Bling Boy. He has just as much money as we do and he's the second richest person in the world. He had a bouquet of flowers with him. Bling Bling Boy, ah Susan Test my love. I bring you this glorious gift of flowers to show my love for you. Edsela came in and ate the flowers and then he slapped him with his tail and sent him flying away. Nicole, who was he? Mary T, that is Eugene Hamilton aka Bling Bling Boy. Susan, he has an incredibly mad crush on me. Nicole, looks like we're not the only ones with a kind of problem like this. Lisa, indubitably. My elder brother's best friend Unit Clyde McBride has a mad crush on my firstborn eldest sister Lori. Nicole, yet it gets really awkward. He doesn't have the courage to tell her and he gets these really bad gushing nosebleeds, acts like a malfunctioning robot and he faints. Susan T, that is awkward. Nicole, yeah but Clyde doesn't take it too far like Eugene does. Mary T, that's a relief. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. 2 hours later we set out to face Wacko. We busted into his company and slashed apart all robots, blasted them and blew them apart and reduced them to scrap metal. Susan T, your weapons are amazing Francis. Francis, thanks Susan. May, we get that a lot. Mary T, but don't cross the beams or they'll cancel each other out. Francis, okay. Iron Man, you know what? I think your dad has the right idea in being overprotective. Johnny Test, what are you trying to say? Ben, all you do is demand inventions from your sisters. And each time, it gets Pork Belly in trouble. I bet without your borrowed gadgets, you wouldn't even be able to knock out guys like Captain Cold and Absorbing Man. Iron Man, he's right, you know. You're just a kid who uses his sister's toys. Take those away and what does that make you? Johnny, a great kid with an awesome personality. Ben, ahoy. We know guys that are worth 10 of you. Me and Tony have seen the footage. The only thing you really fight for is yourself. You're not the guy to make the sacrifice play, to lay down on a wire and let the other guy crawl over you. Johnny, I think I would just cut the wire. Iron Man, always a way out. You know, you may not be part of the Legion of Doom, but you better stop pretending to be a hero. Johnny, look who's talking. You and Ben are also the ones who are arrogant and cause trouble with your inventions and toys. Ben, that was in the past. At least we've learned from our mistakes. Captain America, Tony, I think me and Gwen need to get you and Ben to another room. Gwen Tennyson, we'll be right back, guys. The 4 of us just need to go somewhere to have a discussion. They did so. Captain America, Tony, don't you think you and Ben were being a little hard on Johnny? Tony, why? For being an arrogant, overconfident, egotistical jerk? We're just stating facts. Captain America snickers, what's so funny? Gwen T. Giggles, you and Ben used to be that way too. Ben, exactly. We know Johnny's a good kid at heart. But we see some of our previous flaws in him. We just don't want him making the same mistakes as we did. Captain America, and we appreciate that. But do you want some facts of our own? Tony, okay. What are they? Gwen, you and Ben worked through your problems before we met JD and the others. You became better people by trying to be less of a show-off and more like real heroes. Ben, you're right. I guess we were being too hard on Johnny. But that doesn't mean we can't guide him to be a better hero in person. Just like me and Tony went through. Me, you'll have time to make it up to him later. Come on. We continued on and blew apart more robots. Nico killed one of Wacko's henchmen. Johnny, to us you just killed him. In cold blood. Nico, it's not cold blood if he deserved it. Johnny, when my parents said that they were wary of you guys because of your tactics, I defended you all because I thought you were supposed to be heroes. I thought we were supposed to be better than them. Nico, Johnny, you live in Pork Belly, where you use your sister's inventions to solve your everyday problems. And your enemies get cute nicknames. You're not in Pork Belly right now. Johnny, thanks for telling me that, Captain Obvious. Nico, I live in Gotham Royal York, where an alternate future version of my friend's fiancée got her body taken over by her own father. where a friend of mine got beaten to death with a crowbar by a murderous psychopath. And where another friend of mine witnessed his own family get murdered right in front of him. So, I don't think you have the right to judge us. Johnny, I am not that fond of my enemies as well, but I don't use that as excuse to kill whoever makes me mad. Nico, well, I'm sorry if I'm not as tolerant of criminal scumbags as you are, Johnny. Me, alright you two, that's enough. Arguing never solves anything because it's just empty words that don't mean anything. Actions speak louder than words. Nico, you're right, man. Me, yep. To Johnny, Johnny, you know about all our adventures, right? Johnny, I sure do. Me, listen Johnny. We have done so many big deeds all over the world, and not just here on Earth but all over the universe as well. We have had a tremendously dramatic impact on many people, great and small, on many planets. But there will always be villains that are completely irredeemable, like the Joker, or Starscream, or many others. Some villains are pure evil and completely irredeemable, and they only deserve death. That's why our code is to only kill people that are completely pure evil and that they deserve death. But there are also people that have had it far worse than anyone you know. Maria R. That's right, Johnny. I was turned into pure water after I was exposed to a biohazardous mutagenic gas. Vulcana, I was going to be turned into a weapon of destruction because of my fire powers. Sam SL, my parents were murderous serial killers that escaped from prison, and they were extremely abusive to me for a long time. Angela, my own father turned me into a homicidal psychopath, and I did horrible acts of evil to many. Suzuki, my own brother killed everyone in my clan because of the village council's corruption. Everyone explained their backgrounds and their stories. Johnny Test was horrified. Johnny, wow. You all have been through a lot. Me, they have, Johnny. And that's why evil will always exist in this universe and many other universes that we have been to, and our job is a huge one. It's to protect all the people we love and care for, young and old. We only kill those that have no honor, are completely irredeemable, and only care about no one other than themselves. Those are the kinds of people that deserve it. Nico killed that man because he was irredeemable like all the others. Johnny, I think I understand. Talia, first Tony and Ben. And now you? Nico, Johnny needed a reality check. Most people never had a problem with us killing irredeemable villains before. Red Hood, and we're not going to argue about that. We're actually touched that you supported your argument with what happened to alternate Talia, me, and Frank. But the way you said it was harsh. Nico, you guys have advice for me on that, don't you? Punisher, and it goes like this. Johnny's still a kid. He hasn't suffered tragedies like we have. So you shouldn't force him to comply with our methods. Let him figure it out on his own. Heck, we actually agreed to have the kids next door arrest Wacko and throw him in one of their prisons. Nico, size, you know what? You guys are right. When we regroup with the others, I owe Johnny an apology. And I'll also remind him that we actually plan to have Wacko arrested by number 1 and the rest of the KND. Talia, good idea, Nico. Johnny went up to Nico. Johnny, look, man. I'm sorry about what I said to you before. Maria told me about the tragedies you guys went through. I shouldn't have judged you like that. Nico, apology accepted. I'm sorry too. I shouldn't be trying to force you to comply with our methods. If it makes you feel any better, we plan to have the KND arrest Wacko. Mary Test, well, I'm glad to hear that. Johnny, I like that, Nico. Let's get him. Me, that's the spirit. Come on, guys. We went further into the factory and we saw a female working about to be attacked. We slashed and blasted the robots and blew them apart. Nico, to female Wacko employee, you okay? Female Wacko employee, yes. Jazz, good. Because you owe us some answers. Like what's going on here? Female Wacko employee, well, all I know is that this is another one of my employer's crazy schemes. I had enough and decided to quit. But he sent his toys after me. Demolisher, that's not that bad. We can destroy them easily. Female wacko employee, but that's not all. They seem to have gotten more vicious. They actually displayed lasers and fire blasters. Susan test. Wacko's toys never had those features before. Nico, please tell me this doesn't have something to do with him using a dark orb. Me, I have a feeling he does. Come on. We went into Wacko's office and confronted him. We were facing Wacko. Me, Wacko, you are under arrest. Surrender and we'll let you live. Or we can kill you. Wacko, you wouldn't kill me. Would you? Nico, I actually had an argument with Johnny about that. But that probably wouldn't have happened if you had just stuck with making kids happy. Lucky for you, we already decided to have the kids next door arrest you. Number 1, and trust me, I'm going to enjoy doing that. Me too. Wacko, let's see you face my friends. Maniacal laughter. A robot and a sand/and Nido queen. Nico, a sand/and Nido queen. Me, perfect for you man. I fired a blast of lightning and knocked them out and Nico threw 2 pokeballs and caught them. Me, way to go man. To Wacko, you are a completely honorless slime ball Wacko. Wacko, you ruined everything for me. Me, and I show no remorse in doing so like with all the villains we took down. Let's go. We went at them. Sonic ran fast and punched the robot all over and pulled out some of its screws. Sonic, time to finish it with a combo Jazz. Jazz, you got it Sonic. Jazz fired a Sonic blast and Sonic ran fast. Sonic and Jazz, supersonic music pounder. Jazz's sonic waves powered Sonic and enhanced his speed and then the robot exploded into a million pieces. Sonic, Wacko's toys are such slow-mos. Nico, Wacko, you have failed this city. Fire Star screams null ray at him. It electrocuted him. Rhino, my turn. Let's get him Demolisher. Demolisher, you got it Rhino. Rhino charged and Demolisher fired his missiles. Rhino and Demolisher, charging missile storm. Rhino rammed and the missiles hit Wacko and burned him after they exploded. Wacko, you think you've accomplished something here? You think you not killing me makes you strong? It just means you're weak. Nico, no. It means we have humanity, unlike you. Me, people like you have no place in this planet. You only deserve hell. But that is too good for you. Johnny, let's finish him with a final smash. I'll go first. Johnny aimed his butt at Wacko. Johnny, the Ballad of Johnny Muck. Johnny released an enormous fart at Wacko and a balladeer sang. Fade balladeer. If you ever smell the stink of an unwashed dog, or inhaled the fumes of a gassy bog, if a whiff of rancid rubbish make your tonsils clench, well, friend, that's just a hint of Johnny Muck stench. Johnny Muck. Chorus, Johnny Muck. Johnny Muck. Chorus, Johnny Muck. And his nauseating butt buddy little yuck. He roams with the sweaty socks and musky boots. He frolics with the belches and the putrid poots. Living by the code of the stink-filled snoots. He loves every aroma just as long as it pollutes. Johnny Muck. Chorus, Johnny Muck. Johnny Muck. Chorus, Johnny Muck. There's no stink that ever stank so rank. No stagnant mildew half as dank as the stinky stank of Johnny Muck. And his butt buddy little yuck. The smell was so horrible that Wacko was on the ground on all fours and hurled his guts out with a tremendous amount of projectile vomiting. Me, wow. That is an awesome fart. Lana, inhales, oh yeah. That is an awesome smell. Johnny, to the viewers, this is my first fight helping Team Loud Phoenix Storm and I have an awesome power already. Number 1. My turn. We are Kids Next Door. The codename, Kids Next Door theme played. Number 1, 1. Number 2, 2. Number 3, 3. Number 4, 4. Number 5, 5. They hit Wacko all over the place with powerful punches and kicks and fired laser blaster blasts, and the blasts hit Wacko and exploded. Wacko was a mangled up mess. Me, your days of trying to kill kids are over forever, Wacko. Cuff him. Number 1 slapped the cuffs on him. Number 1, Wacko, in the name of the Kids Next Door and Team Loud Phoenix Storm, you are under arrest. Wacko, you stupid monsters will wish you killed me, and I would have gotten away with it, if it weren't for you stupid kids. Me, that's meddling kids, and tell it to the judge. Wacko was taken away. He was sentenced to 200 life sentences without parole in the Uranus prison. He was also ordered to pay $70 Novemdecillion to Team Loud Phoenix Storm and to the tests in all of Pork Belly. This made Pork Belly one of the richest cities in the world, and also we merged Pork Belly with Gotham Royal York. Johnny Test and his family now live in the estate in a huge mansion connected to ours, and he has much better teachers that treat him better, and he has a much better lunch selection at school, and he is doing better at school. Sissy Blakely and her family live with us too. We also threw Johnny's bully Bumper Randalls and his gang into the Venus Juvenile Detention Prison. Burn in hell, Wacko. The end. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Another fanfiction complete. I wanted to reunite Janine with Gondreda. She was killed during the Phazon crisis in Metroid Prime 3, corruption, and that was a sad part. It wasn't her fault to begin with because of Dark Samus controlling her. The nightmare I had Lincoln describe actually did happen to me in real life. I had that nightmare when I was 7, and it was so horrifying that it was awful. I had it twice in one night. It was horrific. And for the final part, Johnny Test was a funny Canadian cartoon, and it was funny. I hated Wacko and all of Johnny Test's enemies with a vengeance. But they were all stupid and funny. Nico-chan11 gave me the ideas for this one. Thanks man, as usual. Let me know what you all think. See you all next time. Johnny Test is owned by Scott Fellows, Warner Brothers, and Cookie Jar Entertainment and Cartoon Network and Teletoon.